Well, hello, your Trickstar host, Reese here, and here to proudly present to you our last and final installment. Here is part 2. Within this, you can be seeing is our last set of 14, as is, we have 28 tricks. So here is our last set of 14 within this one. Here we got some pretty epic tricks and magic within this as well too. Without any further ado, let's get right on to him from here. So get those like thumbs up for me, and let's go into these famous tricks and magic within our part 2 on our last installment. Before we get into our first trick, I wanted to let you know that I will be calling it up. As for our trick 1, will be on part 2, our 16th one, which is what we'll be starting off right now. And it goes to the vanishing wine glass egg magic trick. This is what this famous magic trick will look like. This performance. So here I got an egg in the wine glass here. What I'm going to do is just drape this over just like this on top of the wine glass. This way my hands over it and get that magic in the inside of it. Okay, we're going to go now, and we will make the egg to vanish by magic. Completely vanishes. So how did I get the egg to vanish from the wine glass? I'll show you how this classic, famous magic trick is done. This one here is a very famous magic trick because it goes to the egg of it as well. Okay, so here are the things that you'll need to get. One, a wine glass that we can see through. Secondly, you will need is the vanishing egg cloth vanisher. I'll show you what that looks like. And that's this right here. This here has some fine black thread, as you can see just right here. And that's attached to this plastic white egg. It looks like a fridge egg. You'll place that into the glass like this. Like this. And the string is actually attached to this silk, the covering right here. That way, as you pick up like this, it does stack. You also do the floating egg as well too, if you want to. But here we're just gonna make it vanish. So the silk right here, or you can go here and show the egg like this. That way it's like completely separate. You're going to is take this and give it a cover. You're not gonna pull it up this way. You're going to pull it up this direction here. Why? Because that's what's going to create the egg to vanish as you pull it up like this. Like this. It's going to cover the glass. You're going to hold the two ends of the silk scarf and pull up like this. Egg is just behind here. So pick it up like that, and you make it vanish that way, like that. Make sure that as you do that, you're going to is collect the silk like that, and put it in. You can also make it appear by just reversing it like this. So that's inside. And then just make the vanish. Just like that. It is a classic magic trick. A very professional one. And there gets your egg in there as well too. And box silk. And of course, the wine glass that you can use for it. It's a very visual magic trick, but yet makes a great famous one that you can do. And that right there, so you do the magic vanishing egg in the wine glass magic trick. To our second magic trick we get to on part 2, which goes to our 16th one. And that goes to the magic wand and ball cups magic trick. This is what this will look like. Here's the performance. So here I got is my magic wand, and here I got our 2 sponge balls, 1, 2, seen right here, and with that we got is 1, 2 cups, just right here. I'll place the wand aside. Okay, you can see here, completely empty. I'm going to do is to take 1 ball and place it under the cup like this. Okay, like that. Okay, and I got this, the one last one here. I'll place that under the other cup, just like this. Okay, here I'm gonna go now is gonna get the magic wand here, and I'll just wave over this cup right here. Make it to vanish. Wonder what's here. So there was the 2 made a 1 vanish from here. Watch this. It magically appears in the second cup scene just right here. So how did I get the 1 bowl to vanish of the 2 and have it to vanish in the from 1 cup and go into the second? I'll show you. All you'll need is 2 and 3. So there's 3 sponge balls, 1, 2, 3. Then you'll need our 2 cups. Any cups will do, but make sure that they're non-seeable. 1, 2. Here I got is the nice plaid checkered cups right here. And then you'll need is your well-known magician's wand. So only 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 items for this. What you're going to do is start off with the 1 ball and place that into your pocket of your pants. First, all to be seen is the 2 out, and the cups are just behind it. Almost like the cups and balls, and how you present it, like this. One can go outside here, or resting on top of the cups, as you see, just here. Okay, what you're going to do first is take the wand and place that aside. Then you're going to is place 1 ball under the other cup like this. Like that. But before you actually get to that is when you are doing this. Go in and get the other ball right here and place it all into the cup like this. And have that under like that. Next, show the other ball. And you're going to is take the ball and pick it up like this. And that's what's going to create the vanish. This now, as going to pick up the wand, give this a dish like this. Wand as a misdirection. This is a misdirection tool, which is a magic wand. Wave over the cup, you can give it a tap. And make it to vanish. Wand inside and get it it a stir. Until it's done, wand, wipe over the other cup, and give that a tap. And then all you gotta do is be very careful. Get your wand ready, and by magic, it appears under the other cup. Seeing this right here. After it is done, put the balls up front, and the cups behind the wand on top of the cups, just like this. That magic trick was actually invented by me for this very installment on our final one on our part 2 of our 3rd installment. Now right there, so you do and perform Magic Trick 2, the Magic Vanishing Ball Cups Magic Trick. And that magic trick there was another one of those professional magic tricks. And that's how you do magic trick to it. Bring us down to honest when we get to our 3rd one. And on part 2, our 17th one. And that goes to the cube from the cube magic trick. Is what this will look like. There's the performance. So here I got is only one a cube here. Okay, again, actually is to take that one a cube and watch. Are you ready? Get a second cube from only one. So how did I get a second cube to come out of the first one? I'll show you how this is done. Right now, all you'll need are these sponge dice. Right here. You're going to start with one in your pocket of your pants and only have one out onto the table. So here, place them to the table, right here. So that stays out. This now goes into your pants pocket, like this. Right here. Like that. You're going to have your body like this at a slant right here. Okay, like that. That way they can take a look at that one. So the one cube back in front, like that, and add a slant. You're going to take the one out of your pocket here and squeeze it in like this. Bring it forward and hold that like this. This now is in the back and ready to come out. You're going to is squeeze this, bring it up to where the 3 is of the cube, and pull out like this. Extract the cube from the cube. Seeing this right here. So that's done. Place onto the table and present. And that right there is how you do and perform the magic cube from the cube magic trick. Another famous professional magic trick. Very formal because it's dressed in black and white. Almost what you see me wearing on this vest that I have on. Putting us down to our next magic trick from here. Here we get to our 4th one, and on part 2, our 18th one. That goes to the magic wine glass and necklace magic trick. Is what this will look like. Here's the performance. So here I got is this nice New Year's necklace. You can see it has stars on it right here. And here I got is this wine glass that sits upon the table. Here I send my cheers to you out there with it. if I can put this like this into the wine glass here, watch. It appears back into my hand. You see me placed it into the wine glass. Then what is this that now I've made appear? So how is this magic trick done? As is, I'm about to reveal the secrets. So here is a very fine one because it goes into silverware as well as into the red wine part of it. So here are the things that you'll need to get for it. One, you will need is 2 New Year's necklaces, silver or gold. Here I'm using is the silver kind, right here. As you can see right there. So you need 2 because there's duplicate involved in this. Well, I'll take this off of here. Okay, so what you're going to do here is take 1, put it onto your thumb, and bounce this up just like this. This now is hidden from view. Then the other one is held in that same hand, just like this. Back here. Wine glass right here. And send off the cheers. So here is a nice, like red glass here. And you're going to is place this in. You know, walk the glass like this, and you're going to is drop this in and go like this at the same time, like that. Okay, here I'm just going to just to reset this. I'll show you what it looks like this. Okay, so here I just reset that, so it'll come out like this. You want to be quick. Dump it in and make it appear. So you see, you put it into here, and then by magic it appears in the other hand and held by your fingers. After it is done, place this around your neck to add a little bit of something on your nice outfit. See right here. Makes a great magic trick that anyone can do. And that right there is how you do and perform the magic trick 2, the magic wine glass and New Year's necklace magic trick. As is, we're in this one here, we're stemming off of it. New Year's, but focusing on the game side, let alone the divine side of it as well too. Especially when we get into magic tricks that look very fine. Okay, with that said, we'll get down to our next magic trick. We'll get down to our 5th one. And that goes to, on part 2, 19. That magic trick, which I like to call the magic scarf vase magic trick. Here's what this will look like. This one here is a formal one. And here is the magic trick for it. So here with me, I got 2 things. That's what you'll see. We're at the tricks table. And that's what you'll see right here. I have is this nice looking scarf that looks like wine, like a wine scarf. And here I got is this vase right here. We'll take these 2 and we'll see what they will do. Here I take this scarf and I take the vase, and first I'll spruce up the vase like this. First, I'll place the scarf into the vase, just like this. Like that. I'm going to is this, set this right here. Watch. That. Bring a fourth. And by magic, it comes to me by this scarf. So how was this magic trick done? As is, I'm about to reveal 6 behind this to you right now. So here is a formal magic trick and a professional one. I'm going to show you the ins and outs on how this was pulled. It's very simple. All you will need is only 2 things. As we'll see here. The vase. A black vase right here. And to go with it, you'll need is a silk scarf or a towel. Okay, so there is no gimmicks whatsoever. It's no works on the scarf. Now this at the table. Scarf. You bounce it up a little bit like this. Down below like this. Because of the neck of the vase is very narrow. That way when you put this in here, it will hold on to the vase. It will hold on to the vase like this. What you want to do is you're going to hold the vase while holding on to the scarf like this. Place onto the table. As you see me doing right here. You're going to is motion with your hand like this. And be very slow as you pick it up like this. Like it's actually floating. Bring it forward. Very slowly like this. And grading to the hand like this. Bottom. Or by the neck. And then pull the silk scarf out and dress formally onto your arm. Just like this. For a very top best magic trick. It's another formal magic trick. And a very famous one, because that there was another famous magic trick of all time. Alone great for any kind of event. New Year's, Valentine's, and weddings as well too. It's a very surprising magic trick, and that is how you do and perform the magic trick 2, the magic vase and scarf magic trick. So the next one we're going to get into the card deck and into a pop jug, and by magic we'll take a card from the deck and get right into it. Coming into our trick spot number 6, and on part 2, our 20th one. That is to the card to the pop jug magic trick. Is what this will look like. This is the performance. So here with me, I have is a nice card deck. You see it just right here, and with that, we have is this right here, the pop jug right here. Okay, I'll just place that down onto the table, just right here, so you can see it right there. We'll pay attention to the top card right here. I'll just place this into the deck just like that. So here now I have it right into the deck right here. I'm gonna go and give it a shuffle like this. Okay. Okay, so it could be inside the deck, right? Let's see. Let's try and find it. Do you see it inside the deck? No? I wonder where it ended up. Because now it's not in the deck. It's completely vanished. Where do you think it could be? Let's see. Let's take a look at this. I take this. Watch. It appears in the pop jug right here. I'll try and get the card out. Very tight fit. Very tight fit. How did I get inside here? There we go. Whoa, how did it manage to get inside there? It may have vanished and end up in here. I do not know how. So how? How did this happen? Making this vanish and end up in here? I wonder. Well, I'm not going to leave you wondering that long, because I'm about to reveal the secret behind how the card vanished and ended up in the pop jug. First up, you'll need is a card deck. You'll actually be needing 2 card decks the same. Why? Because we have over here is 2 duplicate cards right here. Here we got is in the suit of the jacks, the jack of clubs, seen this way here. What I just want to do is preload 1 into the pop jug. Now the pop jug right here happens to be the Arnold Rettenbachers. Make sure it is cleaned up good. Here has, like, say, the stuff for popcorn. You're going to is take this card and bend it and put it in like this, like that. The labeling is great. It is good because it will hide the card in the inside of it, so that way they don't get to see it. Make sure that you have the lid on and fasten it just like this, just like that. Now you are good to go to perform the magic trick. You're going to is have this aside and the card deck at the ready with your first card on top of the deck seen here. First up, you're going to is sew the cards into a card fan like this. Square it up and take the top card off. You're going to is fakely put it into the deck like this, and the handy here that can easily palm it off like this. Deck goes like this. This now goes into your pocket of your pants at a slant like that. That way you can easily give the card shuffle like this, and then try and have them to see where the card is. The card is not in the deck of cards. Fan out so that there's no trace of it. Then square the deck up. You say, I wonder where it went to, because now it's vanished. Where do you think it ended up? Place the card deck aside. Take the pop jug, which is what this is, and then going to is throw this down like this, and have it to appear in the inside of it. Unscrew the cap of the pop jug like this, and place this now into your pocket. With your 2 fingers right here, you're going to is go into the jug like this. Make sure the card can find with your fingers. Make sure that that's actually right to the entranceway, and you're going to is pinch it like this and drag it out like this, like that, and show the card that you just made vanish. That made now its way into the pop drug scene here. That too, I invented that magic trick specifically for this installment on our part 2 on our 3rd installment. And that's how you do the magic trick to the magic vanishing card to the pop drug magic trick. To our 7th one we get to. And on part 2, our 21st one that goes to the vanishing ball, glass, and tube magic trick is what this will look like. There's the performance. So here, out of my pocket here, is this one red sponge ball. Here I've got a nice wand with nice red wine tips. You see this here? We'll use this for the magic. Here I got is this nice, very fine wine glass that we'll use. And of course, the tube right here. This tube here, the Pringles tube right here. We're going to to take this ball here and to have it to vanish. But before I do, I want to cover this with this. Like this. So then I got the glass in here. I just rest this down right here at the table. Here now I'll take is my red sponge ball here like this. I'm gonna actually is take the bowl here. I'll place it into my hand right here. I got this wand here. Okay, I'm gonna do something very magical with the ball here in my hand right there and the tube right here. Okay, watch this. We'll move the hand and say the magic words. To the New Year's of February. And completely vanish. Watch. We'll see what happened. I just pull this up. And look what we have here is the ball that I just made vanish and ends up into the wine glass scene right here. So how is this magic trick done? I'll show you how this is done right now. So here is another professional magic trick that I've created for this very installment. Here are the things that you'll need to get to perform this one-of-a-kind, amazing, famous magic trick. And that is what you'll see right here. I take one and make that 2. So 2 duplicate red sponge balls from your magic supplies. Secondly, you'll need is a wine glass, seen right here. Okay, and a magic wand. Doesn't have to be as fine as this, but you can also get some nice red paper or red cello paper to create the nice red tips. And you'll need is a Pringles tube right here. Okay, so what you're going to do here is take the one ball and place it into your pocket of your pants like this first. That way, all to be seen is that one glass, the tube, and the magic wand. What you're going to do is pass this ball into your hand and then get the other one right away. You're going to is collect it in the same hand as you bring the tube over. You're going to place this into the tube like this. It's just right there. I'm going to just place that ball down and with the glass, put it like this. Ball will be right inside the glass like this. This is covered and placed right onto the table seen here. Take the red sponge bowl and fakely put it down like this. And give it a point. Bring your fist forward and make this to go into your pocket as well too. Then place it into your hand like this. Pick up the wand, wave like this and say, "To the February with magic." And make it disappear. Motion to the tube and tap. Wand down, then pick this up. Like this. Intensify it. And so, the ball appeared in the glass. Seen now, just right here. Another very professional magic trick. And that right there, so you do and perform your magic trick to give it up for the magic vanishing ball, glass, and tube magic trick. Bring us down to our 8th one, and on part 2 to our 22nd magic trick. And that goes to the Pringles Mystery Tube magic trick. Here's what this will look like. Okay, so here I come to view. We're at the tricks table. Here is the tube right here. What I'm going to is to take this and we'll get something from the tube first. And that's this glass right here. You see it here? It's just an empty tube. Right here. Okay. But watch this. We're going to go like this, and we'll take the magic wand here. Watch this. We'll see what that did. Let's reach in and get ourselves a cola from the tube. Now what we will do is I'll place this aside and give this an open. And now here I dump it in. Cheers. So how did I do this magic trick? I'll show you this one here is a very unique one. Because all you'll need is a cola, or this one here is kind of like a wine, like a cola. Almost looks like grape wine. Very fine. Stop it in here again. We're gonna start off with this empty. This now goes into the tube like this. Tube right here is our Pringles tube right here. Place it like that. It's just right there. You're going to place the glass in as well too. The plastic one like this. Like that. So we're going to either show it empty like that if you want to, or just keep it in like this and dump this out like this. Make sure as this falls out to have it concealed. All to be seen first is the glass. You're going to is put this back in. You're going to hold your finger like this. Make sure you don't get to see that like this, and so completely empty like this. Finger is just hiding it like this in the back like that. That way you can actually just go like this. Be very quiet as you tip it back up straight like this. Get the magic wand. Wave and say, "To Magic of February." Get a tap. I'm just reaching. Pull out the cola from the Pringles tube seen here. Place the tube down the side. Yeah, put it just over here. Then open the cola bottle like that and give this a dump. Just like this. And so being poured out into the glass, seen just right here. It's a very crafty magic trick, and that right there is how you do the magic trick 2, the Pringles Mystery Tube magic trick. Bring us down to our when we get to our 8th one. Right, our 9th one. And that goes to our 23rd magic trick on our part 2. That goes to the wine tip wand magic trick. Here's what this will look like. This is performance. So here I got is this nice magic wand here. Here I got is the one here with the wine tips here. And here I got is this nice red scarf right here. We'll use this for it. That's gonna just over like that. We'll place the wand right here. Okay, so here I'm going to is go like this and make a candle to appear, a white candle. So how is this master trick done? As we see this right now. So here is a formal master trick and a very professional one. I'm going to show you how I got the candle to appear in the silk by the wand tip wand, seen this right here. What you'll need to get is a nice red wine silk right here. Then you'll need is a wand here with the wine tips right here. This is made out of red cello paper. And the white candle. So here is a hollow that you'll actually put the candle in just like this. It doesn't fit all the way. You're going to is have it hidden by your forearm on the underneath of your forearm like this. So you can see is the wand. This can be held like this. Here, like that, so you can see it like this and pass like this. Underneath, you're going to get a scarf at the ready, and you're going to is place this in like this. Hold it like this though. The scarf hides the candle part right there, like this. Hold this, and you're going to is pull this up and cast out like this. Like this. Then you go like this and go like that. Like this. And make the candle to appear just right here. And as you get a candle to appear by the magic wand and the use of a silk scarf to go with it. Very formal and makes a great famous magic trick. And that right there, so you do the magic wine tip wand magic trick. There gets the candle, the wand, and the wine silk scarf seen just right here. That too was a high-end professional magic trick that I've made and created for this very installment on our part 2, being our ender and making it very epic and a great way of signing this one off. As soon after this, we'll get right into only a couple love tricks and magic, and then we'll go into the family time stuff, and then we'll get all set ready for St. Patrick's Day coming up when? On the 17th. On the 17th, of March. I'll keep you posted. So that's to keep you posted within this video as well too. Anyways, that's how you do the magic trick 2. That one. Bring us down to our next one we get to our 10th one and our part 2, our 24th one. That is the appearing wine bottle hat magic trick. Is what this will look like. This is the performance. Here's a very fine one. Here what I have is my martini glass here. First up, I'm going to spruce it up with this. Okay, I'll place this aside right here. Okay. Going to is very, very magical with this hat that I have. That's just down here. Right here. Okay. What we're going to is take this out of here. And what we could do with the hat, I get a nice looking bottle on the hat. I'll place the hat down. I'll now is take this glass here, hold it like this, into the scarf here. And grab the bottle and formally pour you a drink. So how is this very fine magic trick done? I'm about to reveal the 5 stick to you right now. This one here is a formal one, a romantic one, and others will too. So kind of a little bit of a Valentine thing here. But also, it's a good way you could do for New Year's as well. So how did I do this magic trick? I'll show you. The things that you will be needing to get for this. 1, a nice festive LED hat. See it here with the silver and red and white pom-pom and white trim below. Wine or fake wine. I'm using this very exotic looking one. Then you'll need is a martini glass, or any glass will do, and a nice silk scarf to go with it. Make sure that you start this off with an empty one. Scene just right here. You're going to have this onto the table with the bottle right here. You're going to is have this hat onto it right here, like this. Make sure you hold the neck of the bottle up to the top like this, as it pull up like this, or fingers like this, very tightly. The bottle is just right there. Place this down aside. They will not see it until a little bit later. You're going to is formally dress this onto your arm like this. See them just right here. First, you're going to is have the martini glass being held in the hand and present first, like this. What you're going to do is take the cloth and give it a sprucing up first, and then place the martini glass aside. This now can get opened up and placed into the palm of your hand, seeing this right here. Pick up the hat, like this. Place this in and hold on to the bottle at the bottom of it. Make sure the label is facing like this. So hold on to it. I'm going to pull up very quickly like this. And by magic, making the bottle to appear. Take the bottle and move that aside. I'll place it onto the table. Here now, use the cloth here and take the martini glass. I'll place it in the inside and present first. Then formally pour someone a drink like this. that. It's a very fine magic trick, and a very professional one. And that's how you get the ball to appear from the hat, and then, after it, pour the wine out into the martini glass scene just here. It's a very stylish magic trick, and a professional, famous magic trick, and that's how you do magic trick to it. Give it up for the appearing wine bottle hat magic trick. Bring us down to our next one, to our 11th one. And now part 2 to our 25th one. That goes through the card through the Saul magic trick. Here's what this will look like. This is the performance. So here I got are these 2 cards. Which one would you like? The Jack of Clubs or the King of Clubs? You say the King. Okay, we'll get to the King of Clubs. And here, dressed on my shoulder, is the Saul. Right here. What I'm going to is have it to go right through the Saul. From here, like that. Okay, we're gonna actually just have it to go through the Saul. But first thing I'm gonna do is gonna wrap this up like this. Well, it's in the Saul like this. So here, over here, watch this. See the cuts are here in the Saul. Watch me do and go right through the Saul. Whoa, okay. That's a little tester. Okay. Watch this. And that was just through thick fabric. That's all the show was thick fabric. So how did I get the card to go right through the Saul? I'll show you. All you'll need is some cards of choice. The Jack of Clubs, and the King of Clubs. Okay, so let's say they say, okay, what card would you like to see perform the magic trick? Okay, so let's say they want to see the Jack of Clubs. Okay, you're going to have this around your arm if you want to, or this around onto your shoulder, as you see this right here. Okay, so I'll pass the card, and you're going to is take this off like this. Card now goes in here like that, and you're going to is as wrap it like this up. You're going to take the card out and place like this. It's going to be covered though. Then we can wrap around it like this and wrap around it like this. Like this. Hold the card and like this. Goes right through the Saul like this. I'm gonna pull bottom, push it out like this. 3, 2, 1. Like that. After it's done, unwrap the Saul. So, and tug. Pass it around so they can take a look at it. Right there, and that's how you get a card to pass through fabric, a fabric Saul. And as you do and perform the magic trick 2, the magic card through the Saul magic trick. There it gets the Saul involved, as well as the cards for in and around of a card game. Bring us down to our next one we get to. We're going to is to take a ball and a hat. Not the same one, but a very fine one. Coming into our 12th one, and on our part 2 to our 26th one. And that goes to the vanishing ball hat magic trick. Is what this will look like. Using this hat for the magic trick. Tricks table, we are for this. Here, I'll sit down. Here we got our 2 sponge balls. And this box. And of course, what we'll use is the magic wand you see right here for it. And the hat that you've seen right here. Well, actually, is get these to actually vanish from here. Okay, I'm going to have these into the hat like this. So the hat will go on just like this. Okay, so the balls are just right here. I'm just gonna actually to take the box here, and I'll just give this a little shake like this. Okay, here, like that. Okay, I'll do that. I'll just place this aside here. I'm going to take the wand here. We're gonna actually make them make them completely vanish. Okay, watch this. To the magic of February. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so the balls are in here. Then what is this? Hat. Let's see, I got this box here, right? I'll place this aside over here. Okay, I wonder, since we made it vanish, watch. Just reach in. See the box right here. 1 comes out. And the other one comes out of the box. So how did I get the vanish from the hat? No, this is on a table and go into the box. I'll show you. All you'll be needing for this is 2 red sponge balls, your magic supplies, a box, a nice black box with red trim, leave it open, so a ball can go in the inside. That would be a side like this with this facing you. Hat, any hat will do, or a formal hat like this. We're going to do a few simple great moves for this. We're going to have the balls like this, and you're going to put the hat over like this, and at the same time you're going to actually remove these like this. Hat is down right here. You're going to take the box. I'm going to place these into the box very quickly like this. Use the box. You can also move it like this first. And like that. Do a box move first. Pick up your magic wand and get that magic in the inside. And give the hat a tap. Go on. Sound. Then you're going to pick up the hat, and so they have completely vanished. You can also move the wand onto the table like this. With wand, into the hat, and go like this. At the end, place the hat aside. You don't need it. Welcome into the box. Wave the wand, and you're going to tap. Like that, getting magic into the box. On its side, reach into the box and pull out the ball 1, and reach in and pull out ball number 2. And there you go. After it's done, present. After it's done, put the hat on. In a very stylized way. And that right there is how you do the magic trick 2. The vanishing ball hat magic trick. There we get the chapeau. You know, that one. Here we're going to get down to our next magic trick we get to. And coming into our trick spot 13. And that goes to our 27th one on our part 2. Goes to the magic appearing scarf bottle magic trick. Here's what this will look like. There's the performance. So here we'll get a scarf to appear first. You can take a look. Here, back and front. We'll actually do something very magical with it. I hold this over here, watch, and make a bottle to appear. So how did I do the two? I'll show you. All we'll need is a nice, colorful scarf. I'll show you what it is. Right here. Yes, right here. Looks very fine. It's actually a multicolored silk. See, just right here. Then you'll need is a wine bottle to go with it. It looks really, really nice. Wine bottle is up to your forearm and held like this. Scarf to appear first. Roll that up like this and go like that. So first we'll get the scarf to appear and then the bottle will come after. So like that, get from thin air, but be very quick. That way you'll get right on into it by showing the scarf back and front. So unfold it and show like this. Back and front. This now is placed in like this. Hand at the ready. This is like this, so you can see the silk. Like this and go like that. Then rest onto your arm, onto the one that holds the bottle. Or if you want to, just have it to want to your opposite arm, right? Just right here. Cool way of producing the silk, and a way of producing and making the bottle appear with it as well too. That way you get the silk to appear and the bottle to appear afterwards. And that there's how you do and perform the magic trick 2. The magic scarf appearing, the magic appearing scarf and bottle magic trick. Bring us down to our 14th one we get to. And that goes to the appearing wine glass in the scarf magic trick. Here's what this will look like. Here's the performance. Here's a very formal magic trick. See here, I got this scarf right here. Well, actually, is get a wine glass to appear actually in the silk, the impossible, with drink in the inside. Watch this. Are you ready? By magic, it appears in the silk with me holding on to it. Cheers. How's this one done? I'll show you. All you need is wine into a wine glass and a silk scarf. Or a scarf, nice red wine, silk, whatever, scarf like that. That you're going to is hold like this with your fingers, like this. So it looks very, very nice. What you're going to is, how does it guys? Make sure you even it out the top right there. That way it's very easy to hold this so that the drink does not come out. Make sure this, and this is up to your forearm a bit, and a slant a bit, not all the way, or this will dump. One like this. That's why you want to get a space right here. So that way it's like this. That way you can sew the silk like this first. Like this. Make sure they don't get to see that. You can also coil your hand up like this. So, and then go for it like this. One last just right there. So again, put it up now into here. Hold onto the bottom like this, but be very quick. You tap up quick but carefully, and by magic, what appears in a silk, but hold on to it. It is the wine glass with the wine actually in the inside of it, seen just right here. That too isn't a very formal magic trick, and makes a very famous one. There, let's send off the cheers with that one. Then, take a drink. Oh, wait. There we go. If you want to, use a wand and do the magic trick with the wand as well too. It's entirely up to you. And that right there, so you do and perform the magic trick too. The appearing wine glass in the scarf magic trick. It's a very fun one indeed. And now we'll get down to a bonus trick. This one here I like to call the multiplying ball hat magic trick. Here's what this will look like. So here goes into the top hat for this one. What you'll see just right here, now that I'm wearing on top of my head. Okay, what we're going to need for it is the magic wand that I just made appear. You'll use this with the top hat and create the magic with what? One sponge ball. We'll start off with first. I'll see you back to our tricks table for this one, for our final, for our bonus magic trick. So here, come to view over here. First up, I want you to take a look at my top hat first. There's nothing in the inside of it. I'll place this onto the table. And now, what I'm going to is, first, is just reach into the hat here. I'll pull out one sponge ball right here. I'm going to set that aside right onto the table. As you can see, just right here. Okay, what I'm going to do here is take my magic wand here. Okay, again, actually is to set that into my hat just like this. Okay, and what I'm going to do is simply to take this one ball here. I'll take this out now. We'll place this in like this. Now we'll get the magic to happen. Make that one sponge ball to multiply by magic. Okay, so I just did that. Okay, move the hat, and now I just take out one ball. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. All that from the top hat. So how to do this magic trick? I'll show you. All you need is a magician's top hat, that's just right here, and your magic wand. I'll put that back into the vase for now. Next, you'll need are a bunch of sponge balls. Right here. Here we got 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right here. What we're going to do is have one out. Rest will go into your pocket of your pants first. Right here. You're going to be at a slant again. First up, you're going to have your hat on, or you're going to simply show the hat empty. Make sure that you have this kind of sealed like this. Then we're going to take the wand and go like this first. Like that. One side. As now you reach in and pull out one sponge ball and place that onto the table. Seam just right here. Place that aside. And what you're going to do next is place your top hat onto the table. And hat will cover. So you're going to take out the lot. Seam just right here. That way this will cover it like this. You're going to is pick up that one ball, but before you even do that, you want to is drop these off as you go and get the magic wand. These now are actually in the hat right there. You're going to just pick up that one sponge ball and place into your top hat like this. Then you're going to is wave the magic wand, the wand, and get the magic inside. And give it the wand tap. Then place this aside, or here I'll put it back into the vase right here. Pick up one, so off with one, and say 1. Show one finger. Pick up 2. Say 2, and show your second finger. 3. 3 fingers. 4. 4. 5. 5. 6. Go to the other hand and show 6. 7. Other hand, so 2, making it 7. So 5, 6, 7. 7, right there. From 1. Now it gives you 6, making a total of 7. All that from the top hat seam just right here. It's a very formal magic trick, and that's how you do the magic trick 2, the magic multiplying ball hat magic trick, formerly known as this Sponge Ball Mania magic trick. Now you know how that magic trick was done and performed, and that is now our final. I'll see you back for our love stuff coming up very quickly from here. Promise really, Reese. Magic and peace. Now, I'll see you back for our love stuff coming directly your way very quickly from here. We'll end off with me and the top hat with the balls here. And before you, I want to place this just over here to give it a very fine look to the whole thing. Now we will end off from here to what you see just right over here. Love and blessings. Namaste.